going to prove to you how little you actually have to move your feet. So she has to get centered. You still have to get her whole body in there, centered between those two cones. Nope. There you go. Yep. There you go. Good. 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 Now, because she's already pointed at the wrong cone, the cone we were going to start with, we got to start with the other cone. So tell her tail. She go a little bit further back. Let her go a little bit further back. So it's good. Now point her tail at the other cone. Ha 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 ha. Good. Go love on her. She doesn't know it has anything to do with those cones. Our cones are just for our visual marker. Okay? Keep her there. You back out of her space. Good. Point her tail at the other cone. Just her tail. Did you see her coming forward? That's why she gets offended, because she starts coming forward thinking she's doing the right thing, and then you yell at her. Without yelling at her, but you're yelling at her. So she's being allowed to be way too close to you right now, especially when she's getting a little bit of an attitude. Good. So anytime that you're managing a situation, does it feel claustrophobic when she's that close to you? Yeah. Okay. So make sure you relieve your claustrophobia. Relieve your claustrophobia and then communicate. Because it feels, even from me, that feels very like you're in a life straitjacket kind of thing. Like I can't, right. But you're not telling her to. So you're just trying to manage her without really telling her what. So I would just be like, get off me. And then, now would you listen? So I would get her off of you and then communicate. So if she starts, and when you first start talking to her, she puts her ears forward and gets up on her toes. She's telling you, I'm coming forward. And you're late. Okay? So as soon as you start to tell her what to do with her hind end, and she gets up on her toes and her ears come forward, she tells you, I'm committing to coming forward. You're going to right off the bat say, oh, no, it has nothing to do with coming forward. By saying that, you're saying, no, that's not what I'm going to say, as opposed to, why'd you do it? Not that you're being that loud, but it gets so out of control by the time she's on top of you that now you are yelling at her. I know, we're in there, aren't we? Good girl, love it. That's a little broken. A little broken in establishing mild attitude. Good. Big sigh. I would go back a little bit more, and you don't move. Good. I'm glad you started as light as you did, because she can really... Yep, she's making mistakes. So did you see that backup turned into a backup lean? She told you, I'm going. I know you are. There's times I think I'm supposed to be rubbing on you. Yes. And I don't mind that you're going in and petting her. I'm not saying at all that that's what... Back away, that she understands she's not supposed to come at you. She's like, like, I'm gonna just step on this damn cone. Okay, tell her tail, go to the other cone without going forward. So she's like, I'm supposed to back between these cones. Yes, there you go. Good girl. She did it all on her own, but that's okay. Good girl. She's like, I'm supposed to go sideways over it. What am I doing with these stupid toes? You can make her a star. Let her go sideways towards me. Make her a star. Shoulder. Okay. Good. 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 Drop forward. Good. So go pet her and just let her know it's all over. Because she did a lot of moving. And none of it was rude. None of it was even badly assuming. It wasn't like, listen, I know what these darn cones are for. Like, she didn't have that attitude. She just had the, you want me over here? No? Oh, how about over here? No? Oh, over here? Right? She was...
Well, we did good from so far away, right?
Yes, absolutely. You managed it very well.
I was happy with that.
Yeah. Good. 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 Things rolling off the table, right? And it worked. And you did it naturally. You're just like, no, that's not supposed to move. She got to pee. Me personally, I would quit on that for me if it was me, because I think a train wreck could be right behind that, and that's a really good note to end on. She was yawning. She just relieved herself. All those things are, adrenaline releases. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you would only have 10 more minutes anyway.
I'm far away, and I'm like,
No, and I really liked, because you used that, the rolling off the table thing. You used that like you just knew what to do. You're like, oh no, you're going this way. I don't want you to. Right? Yeah, like you can't. And what's cool about horses is that they teach us how to live in the moment. You have to. They do. Like, she doesn't remember a word of what you just said. You know what I mean? You're totally in the what's next. That's when it starts getting fun. And that's why babies are so much fun. Because you don't have to get in their box and try to find what needs to be tossed out because they don't have a box. You're creating a memory. She's a good girl. It'd be interesting to see what goes on with her, which may be perfect. It may be that bond that's going to happen, because it's like two horses can be trailered for the first time, never meet each other, and by the time they get to wherever they're going, they're best friends. So it may be like the perfect thing in the world, just to take Lady away and give him a chance to have to bond with her.
And he does like her.
Lady says stop.
He left it happen.
Well, it still is going to change once the barriers are gone, but at least they're getting that preview of what it might be possible to be like. She looks better about that too. Here's your fly spray if you wanted to do it now that it's warming up. I didn't see what you did.